Ron Baltazar, Gabe's kid brother. I would like to introduce to all of you Brother Gabe, who was known as Junior to us. This is the early years before his music career blossomed out. Gabe, the eldest son of Gabe Baltazar Sr. and Beatrice Hauraka, was born in Hilo, Hawaii on November 1st, 1929, the day after Halloween. November 1st was known as All Saints' Day, fitting for Brother Gabe. Gabe lives behind his only son, Scott Baltazar. Gabe is also survived by his stepson, Eugene Gold, and his daughter-in-law, Julie. Our brother Norman, born May 30th, 1932, wife Psycho. I was born on November 13, 1934, wife June. Sister Doris Choi was born on December 19, 1936. Husband Ellen. I guess my dad was making love every 2 years. All other family members have brothers: Gary Baltazar, his wife Nancy, Tony Ballesteros, wife Tomiko, Clifford Ballesteros, wife Lynette. Also stepbrothers Frederick Silver, Ernest Silver, Harold Silver, and sister Anita Barrera. What a huge family. Can you imagine Sabadan? Because our mother and father were divorced when Gabe was 9 years old, Gabe and Norman were cared for by our maternal grandparents, and my sister Doris and I was cared for by our mother. Our mother would often take Doris and I to visit our brother Gabe and Norman, where they lived, which was close to our Park train station. Eventually, they had to move when World War II broke out. They were relocated to temporary housing in Kailani School in Palama. I thought it was great living in a school classroom and having community restroom outside, just like home camping. When our mother and stepfather were able to qualify for housing in Kalakaua housing in Palama district, we were all united in 1942. One of our happy times in our new home was when our father Gabriel Sr., on his way to Royal Hawaiian Band rehearsal in Kapilani Park, Waikiki, would stop by and visit us in Kalakaua homes. We would be waiting in a parking lot for our father. Oh, what a sight it was seeing our father driving down to meet us in his Model T Ford. He would give Gabe and Norman 50 cents. Doris and I got 25 cents. I guess since we were the youngest, we got less. Anyway, there was a lot of money in 1940s. Movies was 9 cents, and we would buy a lot of goodies for 10 cents. Gabe also loved to give names to our pets and nicknames for us. Our 2 cats were called Bunji and Lunji. What it meant, I don't know. Brother Norman's nickname was Tanto. I guess Norman was an Indian. Our sister was called Tamini. I was called Tank. I guess because I was bossy. We all grew up with those nicknames all through our days in Kalakaua. Whenever we hear someone calling our name, we know it is somebody from our childhood days. Gabe would also hang out with the Andrina family, Matt, Joe, and their father. Father would cook Filipino food, and that was Gabe's favorite. Gabe loved to learn the Filipino language at the Andrinas. Gabe entered middle school, Washington Intermediate, and there he had played his clarinet in the high school band. I remember him practicing clarinet in one of John Phillips's recording. Boy, I thought his brother of mine was so talented. Gabe was also gifted in drawing. Not too many people know this. He He would draw funny characters that came so natural for him. In fact, he entered the drawing contest on Fire Prevention Week in Honolulu. Gabe must have been about 12 years old. He was one of the winners, so his drawing of a fire alarm box was pictured in the downtown store window. In those days, anything that was worthwhile was always at the Star Bulletin. The whole family would go down to downtown to look at Gabe's drawing. In high school at McKinley, Gabe's talent in drawing was being a staff cartoonist in a high school newspaper called the Daily Opinion. Another part of Gabe's life was in high school at McKinley. He competed in a musical contest, playing the clarinet with students from all different high schools. He played Birdie's Fantasy from Rigoletto. For those who are familiar with this clarinet piece, you know the demand for this solo requires exceptional technique. Yes, he won first place at the sponsor Lions Club of Honolulu. The prize was a trip to Interlochen Summer Music Camp in Michigan. Funny thing happened in Michigan. Gabe lost his flight back to Hawaii. This was also at the Star Bulletin. Hawaii student loses return flight ticket so the Lions Club will issue another ticket for him. Wow. In high school, Gabe entered another music contest. This was the Hawaiian Electric Music Contest. Again, this was high school competing from all over, even Puno, piano, vocal, band instrumentalists. Again, Gabe won first place and received the top prize of $800. That was a lot of money in the 1940s. His piece was Weber's Fantasia and Rondo from Weber's Clarinet Quintet. During Gabe's first visit playing in the Royal Hawaiian Band, he would love to draw cartoon pictures of the bandmaster conducting rehearsals. His description of the bandmaster was a short, fat leading the band. That was bandmaster William Baptiste. During those days, the Royal Hawaiian Band was so much of a family group. Lots of family get together to do picnics, playing games. This was real ohana. When Gabe was given a choice of studying the art of drawing, a scholarship from Walt Disney, or continue music at Peabody Conservatory of Music in Baltimore, he went for Baltimore. I remember a day in Washington, D.C., Harry Fujiwara, Ronnie Shimokawa, and I went to a Chinese restaurant. Gabe whispered to me, "Don't use the chopstick, use a fork. You can eat faster and more." Yeah, that was Gabe looking out for me. Because of the Korean conflict, after 2 years at Peabody, he enlisted in the Army and was stationed at Fort Belvoir. Gabe later was able to get his degree in Los Angeles. The rest of his journey through life can be found in his book, If It Swings, It's Music. I got a copy right here. Well, thank you very much.